Fry put aluminum foil in the microwave. A second later, a blue energy spread out. At that moment, a supernova exploded, releasing red energy. When the two energies met, the entire spaceship vanished instantly. They arrived in a strange tunnel where time kept reversing around them. Soon, the ship flew out of a red vortex, thinking they were finally safe. Fry opened the microwave, only to find that the popcorn had somehow turned back into kernels. Leela piloted the ship back to Earth, but strangely, there were no other spaceships in outer space, and Earth's ozone layer had miraculously recovered. Suddenly, the GPS lost signal, and Leela had to control the ship to land manually. Everyone quickly fastened their seatbelts, except Bender, who didn't care. A second later, he was thrown out and crashed to the ground, breaking into a pile of parts. As captain, Leela ordered Zwabert to collect Bender's parts while the others returned to the ship to rest. Night fell quickly, and Zwabert finally finished the task. But just then, several cars surrounded him. The military had captured him, mistaking Bender's parts for alien remains. The next day, the professor finally figured out what had happened. They had traveled back 1,000 years. To return to their own time, they had to buy a new microwave. Suddenly, Fry remembered that his grandfather was still alive. As he was about to meet him, the professor stopped him sternly. If anything happened to Fry's grandfather, both he and Fry would cease to exist. After the professor left, Fry sprayed himself with a can of spray to sneak into the military base. Soon, he put on a military uniform. Just then, he saw his grandfather not far away, with a jeep speeding toward him. At the critical moment, Fry pushed his grandfather out of the way, but the jeep was going to turn anyway. As a result, his grandfather fell onto a pile of rusty bayonets. To keep his grandfather safe, Fry decided to help him escape the base. They accidentally wandered into a minefield. With great effort, Fry and his grandfather escaped the military base. Hungry, they went to a restaurant. To Fry's surprise, the beautiful waitress was his grandfather's fiancée. Fry urged them to get married quickly so his father could be born. Unfortunately, his grandfather was gay and only liked men. In anger, Fry accidentally flipped over the table, and a knife nearly cut off his grandfather's genitals. Knowing it was no longer safe, Fry took his grandfather to a house to fix his sexual orientation. But to his shock, it was a nuclear weapons test site. As soon as Fry drove away, the nuclear bomb exploded. Unbelievably, Fry had killed his own grandfather with his own hands.
And you are out of here!